Hi, I'm Councilman Robert Abraham, and today I'm at the Dearborn Animal Shelter with our CEO and President of Friends for Animals of Metro Detroit, the shelter that supports the Dearborn area and the greater Detroit area to really help not only get animals ready to adopt, but get them adopted and find homes. So Corey, tell us a little bit about the organization and about the recent fundraising event we had down the street, the brunch that we had.
Sure. So we've already hit the ground running when it comes to adoptions. We can't keep cats here, so a lot of our cats are getting adopted out really quickly, which is really wonderful. But we are seeing a lot of our dogs stay a little bit longer, so we have some long-term dogs right now that we're really focusing on to try to get into great homes. So we're working really hard with our dog population right now. So our brunch, very successful event. We raised over $38,000. And those proceeds are going to help, with all these animals that come in. Usually we're seeing roughly 2,500 animals every single year. Right. And so that's going to help with other vaccines, testing, surgeries.
And the Friends for Animals of Metro Detroit, they get so many people involved, from volunteering to supporting financially. But really this is a unique kind of partnership as the Friends coordinate with the city of Dearborn and provide shelter type services for the city under a contractual agreement. But it takes a lot of money above and beyond what the city uses to support the animal shelter and the Friends. And so with that, it seems like there's a big focus on fundraising and getting more people involved in the community to help the animals. So as we mentioned, you had a very successful brunch just about a week ago. But we have another fundraiser on the horizon, formerly the Mutt Strut, now rebranded, renamed as Pawcello. Tell us a little bit about what's going to happen and when that event is coming up.
Yeah, so it's our big fundraising community event. And so it's really about bringing the community together, people and their pets, or people that might be looking for new pets, or new family members. So it's going to be happening on June 7th and 8th. It's Saturday and Sunday from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. And we're going to have everything from a vendor row, so a lot of local businesses coming out to support, sell their product, and for us to promote them. We're going to have music both days. We're going to have an adopt-a-thon both days. We're bringing out other shelters and rescues in the area to also support them and highlight the animals in their care. New this year is we've really invested a ton in games and activities for people and their pets. So we're gonna have fly ball, we're gonna have lure course. You can have your dogs timed and win prizes that way. We're gonna have dock diving this year, which is super cool. So train dogs that know how to professionally dock dive.
And I think from Councilman Anos that you're going to have him back in the dunk tank again this year.
It's a possibility.
I'm pushing for that. I'm pushing for that. For people that aren't familiar with you, the shelter has built this wonderful facility directly behind the police and court here. And there's more construction going on. Why don't you talk a little bit about the expansion, the additions, and I think it is the final phase of this project.
Yeah, we're finally nearing the end of construction. So the last phase of our facility is about 3,500 square feet. What that includes is a separate kitten nursery, a behavior and grooming area, a animal control drop-off area. One of the new things that we actually added last minute is we're actually going to be putting in a surgical suite into our facility so that at some point down the road, when we do have the funding, we can bring on veterinarians to actually do our spay-neuter for us in-house.
Yeah, we talked a lot about that during the budget and during the negotiations for this new contract that's underway with the city. And I know that from that, it was really enlightening to, I think, the city council and the community how much cost goes into outside care, things that happen outside this facility to really help the animals and get them ready for adoption.
Yeah, it's not just about the animals. Certainly, there's a lot that goes invested in every single animal, but it's really about the programs and services that are offered that are beyond that. We offer no-cost clinics to Dearborn residents, and those happen several times a year. Right now we are able to secure 2 dates for this year, one that's going to be in May and one that's going to be in September. And that's free to all residents. So it's going to be free dog licenses, it's going to be free rabies vaccines, it's going to be free, there's 2 other types of vaccine that will provide Bordetella. And we get that through grants and raising funding and doing all kind of other things to be able to provide those sort of programs and services.
So obviously we talked about community involvement and volunteering. What can people do to help if they maybe don't have time or don't have finances to just write a check? What are some other ways they can support our animals here?
Yeah, so volunteering and fostering is huge for us. And so we're actually gearing up for kitten season, so we're going to probably see a lot more kittens come in like we usually do, which is around 700 kittens every single year. That's our intake. So we're always looking for volunteers and fosters for that. But a lot of people don't necessarily want to have the time to foster an animal, or they feel like they're going to adopt the animal and be a foster failure. Or they just don't have time to come to the shelter. We have so many other ways. So you can make phone calls for us, thanking others. You can help us recruit for Pachella and bring more businesses out here. You can do data entry. There's all kind of different ways that you can support the shelter.
And I know you have a wonderful website. You have a phone number that people can call that's available. Really, there's activities going on almost every day, all year round, that people can get involved with and support. If you have animal-related products, you can call the shelter. They take donations of goods, food, things of that nature. So get involved, help out. It's a great operation and it's a great asset to our community. So on behalf of the Dearborn City Council, I'm Councilman Robert Abraham with Corey Keller, again, the President and CEO of Friends for Animals of Metro Detroit.